Hello and welcome to King POSH's Garage. Today I am showing you my Lexus Sc300 from 1997. This is my A800 all-wheel drive drift tune. As you can tell, it's got 1,017 horsepower. Now I got a request from a guy named Bubs, B-U-B-S. Bubs asked, can you do a Lexus? He said IC300, but I'm pretty sure he meant SC300. And we all make mistakes. Tune next. Well, that was a week ago when he asked me to do the tune and get it up there for you guys. I've been quite busy getting everything done. Here's the share code as I talk. So yeah, I'm getting to this car. Bob, sorry, took about a week. I've been just busy catching up with everything else. But yeah, so you got the share code, good. As you can tell, I sent him the share code, at least to the car, just a couple of days ago. But so here it is 4 days ago. As you can tell, I've been busy with other cars, like the BMW Z4, the other Lexus there. I've been working on that one. I just did the Miata. As you can tell, before I even start those things, as you can tell, if you can't see that, I did all the other summer things, so I'm 53 out of 53 points on that one. And the whole reason I did that was just because, I want that Mini Cooper. And I'm going to get the Mini Cooper here on Thursday, tomorrow. As you can tell on here, I'm only just so many points away from getting the Mini Cooper earlier, the electric Mini Cooper. So I'm excited to see what kind of torque numbers that holds, and can't wait to try to drift tune that car as well. But yeah, let's get right into this thing. I have to forward it just a little bit. I was doing really good on the very first turn, and then those two rocks at the bottom. Yeah, it stopped me. It stopped me getting the tracks. But I mean, we can watch it. It's fine. I'll show you my mistakes. It's totally fine by me. Not all my runs are perfect, right? But you can tell the gearing is just excellent on this thing. But as you can see, that rock right there stops me. It just stopped me. I'm like, if the developers took out those rocks, we'd be golden, It'd be amazing how many points we could actually make in that little section. So, it's every so often I hit those rocks. Sorry, it's a little on the dark side. I can't control night and day on this game. I wish I could. That'd be awesome, because I would just keep it on daytime all the time. But yeah, this thing is sweet. It's a lot of fun. I mean, like I said, it's got 1,017 horsepower, and it's excellent. The gears are perfect. The revs are perfect. You can tell I'm right around 103 when I had to make the turn. I had to take this a little differently, so I'd miss that. And yeah, I think this will be phenomenal in an online drift lobby for sure. That's why I kept it in the A-class range for you guys. And what I figured out, you can get into A-class pretty easily during the day, and then at night, your own time, you're going to see more S1 class. Just going to let you know that right now. That's just what I've experienced. Maybe it's flipped for you, and I'm jealous. Yeah. It gets up to 400 pretty quick. Swing it back a little bit, try to, soak up some points there. Really just seeing what this car can do. I wish they did a little bit more to it. Maybe different spoiler or wide body kit. I mean, this is the SC300. It's a classic. It really is. Well, the real classic is the IS. It's the IS300, isn't it? I remember that Lexus. That's a true classic. That's the true classic right there. The IS300, man. Back in the day, I'd rock that all the time in the earlier Forza Motorsports. So much fun. And it was a favorite to a lot of people too. So that's the Lexus I miss. If there's any cars that are not in this game that you wish were in the game, let me know in the comments below. Like, oh, POSH, I wish this was there, this was here, this was here. Like the Mitsubishi FTO. That was my go-to car on like Fujimi Kaido. It was so much fun. And it was an awesome car. And of course I was young and I made it green and I put like Aston Martin emblems like all over it because it just looked like a mini Aston Martin to me at that time. So it's not too bad. Here we are. We're hitting 1 million points here. So it's doing pretty good. You know, I mean, for an A class, this is really good. Drag it out a little bit more there. Keep it close to the rail, and I was able to pull a 1.084. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. It's a great car. I really enjoy it. So let's get into it and show you guys everything that I've done to this thing. So we got the 6.2 liter V8. I did look at the Racing 3.0 to get 1270 horsepower, but I didn't like it. It just didn't work for me. I wasn't going to go with the Rotor Racing engine just because it's such a screamer, you know, and you don't want to hear a constant whine in your ear sometimes. Yes, you have the 2.6 liter inline six, but I wasn't, you know, asked of what engine to put in here. Bubs just said, hey, make a tune. So I did. So I used the 6.2 liter V8 and it works wonders. The revs are perfect. Everything's perfect on it. So we've got the all-wheel drivetrain, twin turbo. All right, now the rims are going to get there. So I mean, there is body kits this thing, but it's not very like. It could be better. Like the little fins on the side could have been like carbon fiber. You know, they could have done some black there. You got this one too, but yeah, I thought this one was the best one to have. And like I said, there should have been more spoiler options. You know, you had no spoiler, okay, but as you can tell, it would take me up to an S1. You know, we're keeping it in A class, so that's what we had to do. And then, of course, we're not going to use the spoiler for every other car. You know, it should have been unique. Just saying. Here, you know, I just, you know, basically made the rear end a little bit, you know, bulkier on there. You know, you could have had, you know, this style here too as well. It wouldn't mess with anything, or this style, and that just looked ugly to me. I don't have to think about the square like, you know, pipes. But yeah, this one was high. I wanted you know, everything to be as low as possible, so I went with this one. And of course, this is as low as possible. As you can tell, it goes up higher. And then there's that one. So this one is definitely lower than the other ones. So that's what I went with. As low as you can go, right? Right. Alright, we got stock tire compound. Alright, you could go with these other ones, but you're gonna go into an S1 class, especially like the drag tire compound and the snow tire. If I could have used the snow tire compound, I would have. But I couldn't, so I used the stocks. We got just two 15s in the front, and you can tell they're pretty thin. And they're thin in the back too. So 215s in the rear. Front, rear. I think I said rear on the other one. Doesn't matter. I usually go with my TC105N rims, but these ones look absolutely sick on the car. They really do. They really pop. Like I usually go with this ones, but as you can tell, it saved me 15 pounds, but then I go to an S1 class. Yeah, these ones just look like they were meant to be on this car. Don't they? Don't they look gorgeous? Anyways. So we got 20s on here. Of course, you had to. I mean, the rims look good on here. You had to have 20s on there, all right? You could have gone with stock and be like, you know, and it would have brought down the class, of course. But, you know, here we go up to an S1 on that one. And that just looks ugly. And that looks beautiful. So we went that way. Of course, the rear track width, I decided to leave them stock. Why? Because, look, it goes right into the bodywork. All right, even right there, that first one goes right into the bodywork, and that just makes it not look good anymore. Here, I upgraded the track width just a little bit, just to really help with it. It's not too into the bodywork. It doesn't look too out of place. You could have went with these, but they really stick out like a sore thumb. So I decided to just go with one of those. So it goes with the front, you know, lip. So, a little different. And here we got a 9-speed transmission. Could go for a 10-speed. It would stay in the A-class range. But if you go with any of these, it would go right up to an S1 class. So I really dialed this in for you guys. Alright. Got a stock driveline. And if I tried to save 11 pounds, 0.2, it would go right up to an S1. So we had to leave it as stock. Alright. We do have a drift differential on here for you guys. Alright, and we have stock brakes. You had to have stock brakes. Anything else, as you can tell, go right up to an S1. Couldn't do that. It's got drift springs and dampeners, so it's as low as you can go. It's got race anti-roll bars in the front and only sport in the back. Now, the reason is, see, if I try to put those on there, it would go right up to an S1. So I decided to do the sport in the front there, and I did have this one first, and I was like, oh, maybe I can go a little higher, and I could. So that's what I did to save you guys as much weight as possible. There is no roll cage in here, as you can tell. All that brings it up to an S1. All right, and same as the weight reduction. I mean, everything S1 again. You know. Sure, you could have saved 671 pounds, but I wanted to keep this in an A class. I wanted to be a little different. And here, everything is going to be race all the way through. And then we'll go to the flywheel and see what it was. I don't remember. It's been a few days since I looked at this thing. So we will get there. Sounds pretty good. So race intercooler, race oil and coolant, just get all that power. I mean, it's not too bad for only weighing 3,770 pounds. And it actually does have the race flywheel. Okay, cool. I didn't remember. So yeah, you're able to save 16 pounds by using the race flywheel on there. Alright, there's the build. Let's go to the tune and show you guys what I've done to this thing. If you guys want to see the car mastery, I didn't even touch any of it. I really haven't. I didn't see a point. There's nothing really in here that does anything to do with drifting. So I decided to just leave it stock. So here is the tune, and enjoy. Everything is pretty close together, as you can tell. You're mainly working second, third gear. And then you got all the other gears just in case if you need them. And then 9th gear is for fuel saving. So you can get like, you know, 5 miles per gallon versus 1 or 2. And then my alignment, I've been using this recently. This is my new alignment that I like using. And it works very well. As you can tell, I just left the front, just the stock. 3860 wasn't too bad. You know, I range from like 20 and 40. If it's in between those two, I really don't have to mess with it. You shouldn't have to either. Springs are 955 and then 1355, so it's a lot stiffer in the rear, so you can really get that slide out of the vehicle. And then as low as you can go, 5.3 and 5.3. My dampening is 7, 9, 6, and 8. Alright. There is no downforce to worry about, so we don't have to worry about that. If you do have downforce on that car, just take it all the way down the speed on both the front and the rear, and you'll be fine. The car might not drift the same, but you know, it'll work. Ish, maybe. Who knows? And then braking is stock, so you don't have to worry about that. And then my differential, I decided to do 77 and 87, not 76 and 86. I bumped it up by 1. Made it extra special for you guys. 97.97 with 71% going to the rear. And there's the tune, there's the build, there's the share code, there's the replay, everything that you needed to see. Well, hey guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, definitely hit that like button. Bubs, hopefully this car worked out for you. So huge shout out to Bubs for asking for this car. And I will see you guys next time. Stay sideways, my friends.